Oh, the camera is doing it again. It is going off. Let me fix this thing. Okay, here we go. There's a little bit of a mess. Let's see who comes on tonight. I know this is like a surprise live stream again because hello, what's going on? Rainbow 750. What's happening? This is the bad side of the office. I tried to actually flip the computer so that I could film the nice wall, and I can't do it. I've tried many times. I've tried to put different things here and stuff. So crummy news. We were me and Angelo were supposed to film tonight, but there was a huge snowstorm. Big snowstorm. It really, really sucks. And I just couldn't get out. And then the day before that, I was hoping to see if Braden or Tyler I could film with one of them, and yeah, that didn't pan out. So I had two cancellations, but one was an obvious one because it was just we couldn't go out in the weather. What's going on? Hey, my people. Nicolette, HDD for life. Hey, Brad, how's the wife and baby? They're doing great. The baby's weighing more, so that's good. She's pretty well 10 pounds, which is wild. Love her. Love her to death. I'm going to try to fix this light. I have to learn how to set up my, oh, here we go. It's starting to calm down now. I have to learn how to start using my Canon to do live streams so that it's a lot cleaner picture. That looks a little bit better. Let's try to get this thing up here. Cool. I always have to get that. I'm like the X-Files. I want to believe a poster has to be in the back all the time. That's my cue. It's funny too because I've been watching that. I've actually been watching that like religiously. Right, I'm on season 2, and I absolutely love it. So it's really really cool. HD for life, DBP, the cursed crew. Hi Brad, how are you doing? Will this live video stream be available to watch later? It should be. If any of you say that, it isn't, or there's something wrong, let me know about it because I don't know. I really don't know until like obviously it goes up because on my end I see it up there. Sorry, I have like a little bit of like not fro going on, but like I need to get a haircut. It's a little wild. Get a little wild, man. Holy smokes. So we got a bunch more people coming on. We got Sherry Smith. Hello, Brad. Much love from Alabama. Well, I send all my love to Alabama for all you guys. Teresa, hello, Brad. Nancy Drew Casebook. Hey, Brad. Love your videos. Awesome. X-Files is awesome. You can't do any better. And it's funny because when we started finding like I almost felt like Mulder. We started finding things that were like kind of like an alien related thing, even though it was probably most likely science fiction, as we all had talked about. But yeah, like we all thought, like, oh my god, like what is this? And then we had all these little transmission tapes that we were finding. I just thought that was really cool because that's old school tech, like that. I don't know exactly if this is when it started, but from what I got was that it started in like 1969 era, and then they started using that for like FBI, like you know what I mean, like they're conducting investigations and they have to record the whole thing so they can listen back later and see if the guy's lying, all that kind of crap. So I thought that was really really neat that we found that kind of tech. Okay, so we got a lot of messengers here. So yeah, so it really sucks. We weren't able to film tonight. Me and Angelo had hoped that we could, and we never ended up doing it because of the storm. We're trying to reschedule, so we're trying to Randonaut tomorrow night. So hopefully that goes well. We just have to check back and everything. Glenda Smart surgery was on Friday. They took the bone out of my thumb, so can't do much, but watch all the videos I have missed. Oh, that's too bad. Well, hope you're okay, Glenda. Russell Cunningham, X-Files the best. You know it. You know it. Sherry Calhoun, Brad. How's the beautiful baby? The baby's doing good. All healthy as a horse. We've just been doing a lot of like physio stuff, like trying to get her neck, like their muscles and all that. So like that's kind of the thing that we've been doing. So But yeah, like as I've said before, you guys, I don't post anything like photos wise and stuff. And it's mainly because I actually learned a lot from this from like my cousin. My cousin's actually a police officer, and you don't you the less you share, then the less that a predator is like looking, through Instagram or through different things. And even if you privatize it, they can still figure out ways to get in there. So don't become a victim to, you know, crazy people and stuff with your children. Keep your children safe. Save your family photos for yourself and your family. Only share with like good friends. Oh, what else we got here? David Sizemar, hey Brad, how's it going? I enjoy your videos. Yeah, so it should be going good. Um, if everything pans out, me and Angelo will be filming tomorrow. I can't see there being any problems. It should be totally cool. We're just like it's a weather thing. That's the big thing. So like if it's a big storm, he doesn't even want me to. He's like, don't even drive up here because it's dangerous. Like you don't want to hit black ice, all that stuff. So a lot of it's driving issues when we have like these winter storms, right? Nicolette, HCD for life, love from Hawaii, awesome. Mary Padilla, I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Hi Brad, have a good night. Stay warm. Love from Denver. Awesome. Should be like a radio show host or something with this sort of thing. I always feel like that when we're doing this. I'm like, hey, going. So I really hope that for me, I hope that excitement picks up. Because I don't know, for me, myself, the past few randonauts have been like, I'm not gonna say dull or anything, but I just thought like, okay, I hope that we find somebody or see something wild, like something wild happens and we catch it on film. The craziest thing I think we had happen is that one forest where it was a little, I almost felt like it was a little paranormal, and then some crazy guy like took a shot at me. So that was wild. But yeah, the last one with Angelo was more of like finding like cyber crime kind of things, which was really really wild. And he's told me all about this. Apparently, there's some guy. It was either a guy or a girl. We don't really know exactly. Well, I think it's actually no. It probably is in the police report. I probably just can't remember. It probably is a male. I'd have to go back on the police report. But, anyways, yeah, they were. He was talking about that. I can't remember the person's name. Somebody. I think it's Parker. I'm gonna say it's Parker. I'm ball I'm just lowballing it. It might be Parker. I don't really know. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we've been finding things to do with this individual. And I don't really know a lot about the cybercrime stuff. I know that it's pretty hefty if the person ever got caught. We got HCD for life. DBP do Karst Crew. Okay, cool. Do you by chance have a sports clip haircut in your area? I think we do actually in Barrie. Are you local? If you're local, I think it's oh my gosh. I can't remember what plaza it's in. I know we have them and I think we have two of them. I cannot remember the plaza. I'm sorry. I can't remember. Actually, I'm over at South End. That's where I am all the time. So I'm always there. I'm not anywhere else. Angel Thomas, hi Brad. David Sizemar, hope the weather is better tomorrow or the next day for you guys. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow's kind of like the only day we can do things because I don't know when he's going back to the States and all that. So I just don't know. It's all debatable. It's all up in the air, but hopefully everything's going good. Amber Curry, have any of you guys had a dude take a picture of you in his car? It was creepy what the dude did to me and my sister today. I was telling her because we were talking today about this. It could be somebody if they didn't like if you were driving weird and they didn't like that or whatever. But if it was just some creepo, that sounds like stalker stuff to me. That's kind of creepy. David Sizemar, smart way of doing things, Brad. Got to keep loved ones safe. Exactly. So when it comes to that, that's why I don't share too much. I share a little bit, but I don't go overboard with that stuff, guys. I never will. And especially like even with my friends, like I'm like, "Yo, is it okay if we take this photo together or whatever?" And if they are not okay with it, then I'm not going to share it. So it's like that's another thing too. we did have this little party thing that was really, really cool. So we had a really nice New Year celebration. We played some games and things like that. I really liked it because my friend Steven, he has a pool table and a bunch of little things. So we were just having fun going room to room, and the place was very big. So it was a lot of fun. It was a very, very fun New Year's for sure. All right, we got Exentra. You guys do a great job. Thank you so much. We try to be as careful and cautious as possible. I don't know if I lost my foghorn. I have to find it because I know that I had it. So like I'll have to go check it out. Oh my God, we got a big donation here. I gotta point out you donators because it does help us get around a lot. Jessica Payne, $49.99. You didn't have to do that, Jessica. You don't have to send me that much money. I love you. It's great though that when you guys do send stuff because I do want to start making a note of it when you guys do. I'll be like, hey, you paid the funds for the gas that got us to such and such location, and then we started doing Randonautica here. So like I do want to start doing that. I'll have to make a mental note of these things. I'll have to write down stuff. Hopefully this chat saves too after, and I can keep all that together. All right, so we got Glenda Smart. Give the baby hugs and kisses from us in Utah. Oh, for sure. Love yous. David Sizemar, I'm just going up because I know I missed a few of you guys. Tell Angelo hi from Minnesota. We get a lot of people from all over. I really want to explore more of Canada. I love my own country, and it would be really nice to see more parts of it. Filming in the US has been living hell for a lot of YouTubers right now is because the border patrol doesn't want you working there. It's almost like they're like, "Oh, you're working illegally in our country." And it's like technically we're kind of not like US like Google, YouTube, it's American and stuff, but apparently there's all this stuff going on and they won't let you in there to film or to work. I don't know why. Like people literally can fly there, get off the plane, get the camera out, vlog. But now it's almost like they're being a pain in the butt. So we'll see how that goes. I do want to film there. It's just a matter of playing it safe and of course, figuring all this out. Mary Padilla, yes, it's Parker. Yeah, what a cool. I actually like that name. I think that's kind of neat. I don't know if that was that the name of Spider-Man? Correct me if I'm wrong, but was that the name of the Spider-Man? I like the whole Parker name. It just kind of rings a bell. I like that name. I think it's cool. Sherry Cal, you guys work well together. Really enjoy you and Angelo tag teaming Rando. I love doing Rando in the summer. I hate doing this winter stuff. I hate being out in it. I thought I enjoyed it, but once my hands went stiff and I couldn't operate the gear and things like that, it was creepy. Like I'm like, this is crazy. I can't just keep doing this. All right, so we got Jennifer Miller. Oh, hey Jen. We know Jen. Jen's a good friend of mine. We talk a lot. It's really funny. She reminds me of one of my I have this friend named Lynn, and she reminds me of her a lot. Good evening, Brad. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I'm hoping so. Like, I really hope that tomorrow we don't get fingers crossed we don't get a storm, so me and Angelo can reschedule. We can do this shoot, and things happen for us. Maybe we find something cool. I would love to find some more Mr. Marble stuff, but at the same time, not run into him per se. But it's really wild because it's almost like my adrenaline starts firing up, and I get that I don't know, I almost like become Detective Brad, and I want to solve this case, and it's like I'm only getting bits and pieces, and there's so much left out. There's honestly so much left out in the marbles thing. And it's funny because like people ask me like, what's your favorite? I guess like you'd say series. That's honestly my favorite one is that one. Besides the whole like clown thing, but just like the little bits of evidence that we found were really really cool. And whenever we find one of these police reports, I'm like, "Oh my god." So when Angelo found one, I'm like, "Holy crap, these are really cool." Cuz like I don't know how they how it's all written, it's all organized and everything's in detail of what they do. It's really interesting to see what police do. If I could go back in time and I was really book smart, I probably wouldn't be doing this. I'd probably be a police officer. I'd probably work homicide. Lethal Weapon 4, baby. I'm just kidding. But Lethal Weapon is a good movie. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite cop series, So anyways, going down the list here. David Zeismar, it's been a while since I watched your videos, but I will catch up soon. Yeah, baby. You gotta catch up. Lots to see. Hopefully the excitement factor picks up. It's hard in the winter. I thought honestly it's funny. So me and Kirst Urban, we joke around a lot and we're like, I don't even think we're filming one day. Both like I was in my place, he's in his, and I'm just like, I think it's too cold for even the stalker. I'm like cursed. I'm like, I think they just don't even want to do anything to. They don't even want anything to do with us because it's too damn cold. They're probably trying to stay warm somewhere. So we've been joking that we've been joking every day. We'll go out, we'll film for hours, and be like, yeah, I think it's too cold for the stalkers. We outsmarted them again. And me and him will be Snapchatting back and forth and just dying. We're just laughing our butts off. He's been coming across people. It's weird. He's told me a few times that somebody's been trying to break into his house. So I found that's a little wild and peculiar and all that jazz. So oh my gosh, we've got more donations. You guys didn't have to do this. This is wild. There's a second one here. I'm hoping I can see it. Is the second one Jessica Payne or was it no? That was that one. Wow. Let me see here. So we got Jessica Payne. I'm gonna give you a heart. I wish there's more I could do. Okay, let me see. We got another heart. Nancy Drew Case. Oh wow. You know what's really funny about that name too? I love the Nancy Drew series. And one time we actually found one doing rando. I was actually cheesed too because we found ripped pages throughout the forest. And that was like, I'm pretty sure that's something that my grandmother used to read me. I was a little boy and I was into stuff like that. I think I got the weird stuff because I mean, grandma, and grandpa, they would watch the odd weird thing. X Files was something they put on. I don't know if they liked it, but I actually did. But yeah, I'd be sitting there watching Goosebumps, and we'd eat our dinner and go play and do all that kid stuff. And then when I go to bed, I'm pretty sure my grandmother would read me Nancy Drew books. Like I remember seeing them vividly. I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure. And it's funny that when I was with Angelo, we did find one, but it was ripped. Like I was finding pages. I didn't even know what book it was until we found the actual covers somewhere else. So it was all gutted. Thank you so much, guys. Like you didn't have to donate all that. That's really cool. And I do wanna make a note of this. Hopefully that this chat saves because then at the beginning of a new video, I can recognize you guys and say like, hey, you know what? Your funds helped us. We were able to do this or get new camera gear or whatever. I know we have a donator bar for PayPal as well for those who like to do it. And I know we're not doing paranormal anymore, but what I'd like to do is put that money into the fuel and the travel expenses. And then I can branch out and film areas that are just beautiful because I think a lot of you guys are loving scenery, Canada. Like, because I mean, it is a beautiful country. We have waterfalls, mountains, landscapes. Actually, one of the best places that I would love to film. It's also where the X Files was filmed. Believe it or not, the X Files was filmed. The show was filmed in BC and places in Canada. Some of it was filmed in the U.S. because they were American, but most of it was filmed in BC. So a lot of the beautiful scenery and all that stuff that you see in the show, that's all Canada. And there's different provinces too. So some of it could have been Nova Scotia, some of it could have been, you know what I mean, other nearby areas, Alberta or whatever. But a lot of it, I'm pretty sure that a big majority was BC. Yeah, so we got more people saying it's Parker. I want to know more about this Parker. We don't watch each other's videos because of how busy we are in our own lives. If you guys have been really up to date with watching all of his new episodes with this Parker, I'd love to know more about it and get caught up because I've only got little bits. I think I've only been with him once or twice. I think it's twice. Like I think this was the second time we found the Parker stuff, and he thinks that he says like this is a cyber criminal, so that's really wild. Put the hat back on. I'm getting froey, man. My hair is getting a little froey. Too much. Jennifer Miller. Good evening, Brad. What's up? All right. Yeah, and more people are saying it too. We got HDD for life, DBP, do gutter screw. Yes, Parker is the name that Angelo keeps finding. Did I miss anything up here? Okay, yeah. So I've gotten these messages. I like to read through most of these because I know I don't like missing them. I know that we do get so busy that hard for us to it's hard for us to do the comments per video. So that's why on here I like to take advantage and read comments. And if you guys have any questions for me, I can also answer those too. Jessica Payne, let me try this again. I love supporting my favorite YouTubers as much as I can. Oh, that's so cute. That's awesome, Jessica. Well, thank you so much. And you know what? Every bit of this counts. It does go towards the job and helping getting us new gear. Actually, one thing that I've been trying to buy, there's like a raincoat for your camera. And I laugh because I thought this was hilarious. It actually looks like it's like a little, it's like an outfit for your freaking camera, but it helps with rain and snow. I don't know if there's one thing I need to get to is there's something that protects the lens from fogging up and heats it and things like that. So I'm planning on getting things to help with the harsh weather so that, filming in the bad Canadian weather, I can do it and there's no problem because the camera does fog up. So I have had that happen a few times. HD for life, DBB crew. Oh wait, I missed one. So we got Robin Allen. I hope you're well and the family as well. Yep, they're doing well. It's funny because my dad called me. Well, I called him and we were talking, and he's been snowshoeing. I think that's what it's called. It's like this big boot looking thing, and it's kind of cool because you can run across like fields and hills and stuff like that. Apparently, it's awesome. So he's been doing that, and he's enjoying it. It's helping him get his cardio up because me and him have the same like. It's almost like I don't even know how to describe it. Like winter blues. We get the winter blues, and getting out, seeing some sunshine and just going for hiking, that is everything. I think the biggest thing that's got me into rando so far is like those memories of me and my dad and hiking. So hiking and exploring and things like that. I would love to see some ruins and stuff like that. I haven't been doing abandoned buildings because there's been a lot of health scares. Like there's actually a couple YouTubers that have died from cancer and stuff like that. So like I don't really want to engage in that. And it's just way too risky. I have a respirator. There's some buildings that I'll be like, okay, I might attempt this with the full on stuff. But yeah, like I don't want to put me or my friends in like any serious danger. So I try to do outdoors, but finding buildings and things like that now and then, it's okay. It's cool. You know? All right. Going down the list. HTD for live DB care. I don't know if I read this already. If I did, that's okay. Then you go back to the hair cutting chair and they will massage your upper back and shoulders and you could get a free soda. So there you go. Shout out if you want to get a free soda and a massage and a haircut. Sport Clips is the one. It's the one for you. I think that one's an expensive one. I use what do I use? It's called Magic Cuts. I have a barber. So this Italian guy, I love him. I absolutely love this guy. We talk, we chat, we both are musicians. He loves our channel. He's told me, he was like, man, I saw this series and blah blah blah. And he's going on and we'll talk about it. So it's been awesome. We talk probably once every month or so. And it's funny because it's actually like it's getting long. Like this is like probably 2 months growth. My hair will grow. I'll be like Rockstar Brad in like another few months. So I don't want to do that. I kind of want to get it cut because I've been getting in the habit of having the dad hair. The short hair is nice. Heather Voorhees, Brad. I love you. That's awesome. Eric Samuels, hi Brad. It's me, Eric, your homie. One love, brother, my homie. I love that. That's cool. It's really funny too. In high school, I was a huge Bob Marley fan. And I remember that being like one love. Like that was the one thing we all did because we were all into like a lot of this reggae music and stuff. And we'd be like, one love. Like we'd be just hanging out. And before you left, you'd fist pump or, you'd do your handshake thing or whatever. Like, one love, Brad. One love, Ryan. One love, whatever. We would just say one love every time we would wear it. Exploring with Aaron. TED TV series is good shows. Sweet. Well, that's cool. I'm going to check that out. Sounds kind of neat. So we got Nancy Drew case book. My grandma gave me the Nancy Drew book series when I was a kid. So yeah, so I'm not the only one. This is a thing. It's a grandma thing. And the funny thing is, I guess it was popular in their childhood, so they were kind of like bringing it on to ours, right? That's kind of cool. Exploring with there in Vancouver, BC. Sounds beautiful. I would love to go to BC. I've heard mixed opinions of it, but you know what? There is crazy crap all over the world. And you know what? If you're just going there vacationing and it's for, you know what I mean, the scenery and taking in the fresh air and the mountain landscapes and the lakes and the oceans and whatnot and the nice food, then I don't see the problem in it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get this light away. It's kind of blurring our screen. That's a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. I'm still using the laptop camera, so it's like autofocus, autoerotica. Oh my god, it's auto focusing and stuff like that. I have to learn how to use my actual camera because I don't know, I'm technology deficient or whatever you want to call it. I'm grandpa with tech, so I will learn. It's coming. We'll have a better webcam thingy going on situation. Things will be better. Alrighty, so going down the list, we got Patty Archer. Hey Brad, loving your content. How is Betty and Rebecca? They're doing well. Yeah, we've just been hanging out at home and stuff like that. I've had some bad blues. It's weird, man. Like I'll wake up and then I'm either right as rain or I'm really sad and I don't know. It's really wild, and I've been dealing with it. But I'm thinking that, you know what, I'm gonna pull through this thing. I'm gonna keep active and stuff like that. My biggest thing was just making sure I eat because I know that when I'm anxious, I lose weight, and I don't want that. You know what I mean? That's a big thing I have to start thinking about. It like, you know what, Brad? If you're gonna let yourself be sad, you're gonna lose weight. So I'm like, no. You're fine. You're fine. Drink the coffee. Eat the food. Have the pasta. Like, you know what I mean? Like I have to just jumpstart myself. But it's funny because every time I see my little baby girl, I'm happy. I can actually, you know what I mean? I can start leveling out. I hold her in my arms and we're sitting there. One thing I didn't know though, I didn't know, so they can't see TV screens and things like that. It can hurt them. So that's a big thing. We've been just like I'm just holding her and doing tummy time, just all the regular daddy stuff. So I've been enjoying that, and that makes me happy, which is cool. And then I like it's funny. I don't talk about this much, but so my wife, she likes video gaming and the Red Dead 2 thing. She loves it. Apparently a lot of women love Red Dead 2. A lot of guys like it too. It's an amazing game, but I love watching it. So like yeah, like playing it something, but I can just sit back in the chair and most of the time seeing the Red Dead Redemption story, it's big, beautiful blue skies and like the desert and lakes and all this stuff. And it's like summer to me. So I'm like, wow, like I'm kind of feeling calm right now seeing this because I feel like it's summer. Like I'm in the show. So like I kind of like that. That's actually been helping watching her play that. And it's kind of cool because there's so many tasks and things to do in the game. It's awesome. I think like you can just literally wander. You can go fishing. You can go hunting. You can gather. Like it's just you don't have to actually beat the game. You could just go and do whatever the frig you want. So I thought that was really cool. Just being up in the lazy boy watching that with her. So yeah. Betty Archer, hey Brad, loving your content. How was Betty Rebecca? Hope they're all well. Okay, I read that. Jessica Payne says every little bit helps you be better. Go to further areas and help with the equipment. Oh, of course, every bit of it does. And it's funny because the first donator we had, that's exactly what happened. I had enough. I could finish the month and get to areas because that's the biggest thing right now is gas expenses because gas is so high. And then any bit extra, like me and Angelo, like he's even said it to me. He's like, yeah, like when I get donations, I get food. I get gas. Like those are the things that we need to keep us going, and it helps. There was one time I used some of it. I think I needed my anxiety medication, so it's like, oh, I'll put like $30 towards that, and then for work, right? So like it just every bit of it does help us, which is awesome. But I don't expect it, so they don't feel like, oh, I feel like I'm no. Like I love you guys. I'll always be making content and trying to get out there doing. I kind of want to film some caves again soon. I've been getting some cave vibes, but I just need to make sure that I have somebody to go with me. So if I do something like that, it'll probably be in the daytime, and then somebody comes with. So I'm learning a lot more about this whole coyote situation, and it's like certain peaks of night, and then and like in the daytime they're gone because they're out doing things. So I do want to do a lot more day explorers, less night, but I mean still going into the dark. Like you have that 5 to 8 p.m. thing, but I don't want to go out past 8 p.m. I think that's a big thing going forward. I want to do so. Karina Gonzalez, Canada is beautiful. I'm from Central California. Oh, wow. Another cool place. I'd actually love to film there too. I've heard some pretty cool stuff about California, especially to do with aliens. Like, I don't know if it's Brown Mountain. I don't know if this is in California, but I've heard that California has some alien stuff. You can correct me if I'm wrong, or you could post it here. Definitely check that out. Exploring with Aaron, Dark Angel, The X Files 2000s. Is that an episode there, Aaron? Is that an episode? You have to let me know. I'll check that out. I don't remember that one. Jennifer Miller, I looked into Parker. Okay, you'll have to tell us more about this. I need to know more about this Parker guy because I am lost. I just haven't had time to watch through his old stuff. So, oh, wait, we got some more comments here coming in. Kelly Coker, hey, Brad. And then we got this message down here. I don't know the name. I think it's One Leg. Is that your name? Okay, One Leg says, I love your parental pathology band. You make Green Day sound like crap. Well, thank you. But you know what? Green Day is pretty cool too. You know what I mean? They're just different vibes. I got a different vibe. He's got a different vibe. And what else does it say? This is awesome. This is about the band. You're talented. Congrats on becoming a daddy. Peace and love from One Leg, UK, England. Shout out to our England peeps. So I don't know if I don't tell a lot of people this. So like I have Irish background. I think I'm roughly like 75% Irish, and then there's Wales, the rest is Wales, and then we have England and things like that. So I have a lot. All that area is a lot me, and it's really wild. I'll meet people, and I'm just like almost connect with them, and I'm like, I really want to go to Ireland one day. That'd be really really sweet. I know there's people in my family that have been there. It's funny too because we visited a place. If you haven't checked out this video yet, be sure to check it out. It's actually one of my best exploring videos. If you go down, it's called Gross Isle. And this was a quarantine zone. This was literally made like when people are first coming into the country, they had to go through this thing because they had to make sure you didn't have smallpox, you didn't have cholera, you didn't have tuberculosis, all these other things. And they wouldn't let you in if you were infected. Like you had to stay there. So a lot of Irish immigration coming over and these other countries, but a lot from Ireland had different diseases and had died. So we actually have like old school ancestors buried on this island, and only a few of the names kind of came to mind when we were actually looking at these the plaques and things like that. So yeah, it was really 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 wild stuff. I do wish to travel sometime. So. Mhm. Oh wow, is there more coming in? You guys don't have to do this. But thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, this will help for sure. I hope we can get the ball rolling. I know we're going back out tomorrow, so we just have to check on that weather and make sure that that's all cool. So we got Excentra, love Red Dead 2, nice decor. This is terrible. So this wall is beautiful, and I tried to have the camera set up here so that you guys can see like all my space and stuff like that. And yeah, I haven't been able to do that because it just won't do what I want it to do. But eventually we'll get this wall even more prettified and it'll be kind of cool. Alrighty, so we got another. So this is again from Jessica Payne. She's sending us money. No, oh my gosh, make me blush. So she says, "Here's a little extra to help you out as well. Keep doing what you're doing and be so true to yourself." And I always will be. You know what I mean? You have to do. I never knew that this was going to happen. I was kind of took me by surprise because so many things in my life just didn't go well. You know what I mean? Like I'd try out for this job and it didn't pan out, or I had this job for a few months and it didn't pan out. And then when I finally got this, I was kind of like, I didn't know what to do with it. Like I had to kind of learn. I had to learn a lot from Angelo. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how this all works. What is this? What is that? And he would get like so agitated because it's like it's a big process to learn all this stuff, right? But he's helped so much. Thankfully, he's actually patient with me. So that's really really awesome. All right, we got exploring with Christy, HDD for life. Hi, everyone in the chat. I love one thing I love about you guys is how you connect with each other and you become friends with each other and stuff like that. It's YouTube is a community thing, and it's nice to see that there's more and more of you all joining together, and you know what I mean. Some of you guys become friends, and I think that's super super cool because literally I started exploring because my stepdad had passed away and a few other people in my family had passed away, and it really got to me and I was like, I need to do something. And even my wife would be like, you're just like sitting at home and you're moping and you're not doing anything, like, and it was like, you're not dead, you're young, get out there and do stuff. So that was kind of a big thing. And I remember I think I hit my first building. We were on the way to my dad's and I got this little GoPro thing for Christmas. I think it was like the Hero 4 or something like that. And literally that and I just got into it. I just got into film. And it was funny because I actually looked back into my past. There was a there was a time and place that I was kind of a little bit into film, and I think it was like drama classes because we had to pass drama. Like you had to have these extra credits or whatever. And yeah, and I think I did a few things in that course, just silly, stupid stuff. Like it was almost like vines. So we were creating little vines and stuff. And I knew so that was one thing, but yeah, I didn't really truly get into this until like after my stepdad passed. Like I was into other things. Like I was mainly into music, and just music is it's way too hard to like I in my opinion, it's way too hard to be a rock star these days. I think I will play, like I think I will do things with it, but ever to think it to make a career out of it, that I don't think I will. I think that this is the career like focus. And music I'm just gonna do for fun. And you know, if we ever do have shows and we do play a little bit in Canada or a state, then yeah, you guys can come out and join that too. All right. So we got Pam Warren. Hi, everyone. Amber Curry says, hello, Pam Warren. How are you? Glenda Smart. Hey, Christy and Pam. I love it. You guys are all friends. We're all a family. It's not just about me. Like, talk to each other. Be friends. Chris Osgood, I have really been enjoying watching your adventures. What advice would you give to someone interested in trying Randonautica? I just say be very careful. And if you are going to do it, don't do what we have done. Like the whole, I know, you know, not me, you routine, but like you shouldn't do this alone. We're idiots many times doing this alone. You should bring a friend no matter what, somebody that you feel like, you know, either they could protect you or you could protect them, your buddies, right? So that's one thing that I would do. And try to find an area where you know that there could possibly be scenic places. So that's what I kind of like to do. I'll find an area. I'm like, oh, well, this township says that there's this and this and this and that. And then you can just set out in the middle of that area, turn the app on, fire it up. You got to watch though, because in the woods, you can lose reception. So that's a big thing too. So, like, I don't want you to go out doing this and get lost in the woods. Make sure that maybe you get a map of that forest or you get something so that if the phone does lose, what is it called? You know, it loses it won't sync with Wi-Fi and things like that. Your data that you have a map or something as backup or compasses or things like that. So that's a big thing too. Like pack food, you know what I mean, or eat before, pack some food. So if anything goes wrong, you're fully equipped for everything. Because a lot of the times we're just winging it. We're just like, all right, let's pack the car, let's go, and then you're hungry or this is going on or you need a coffee or you're lost and stranded. I've had a couple. I've documented this once or twice where I actually was lost because the app stopped working, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna give up on this point because this is crazy, and I literally had to find my way out. So I always say just make sure that you're safe and you bring somebody with you. That's very, very important. So we got Pam Warren. I'm good, Amber. How are you two? I'm good. Glad you're doing well. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And then we got, oh, shoot. Okay. We're getting a lot of messages firing in here. I'm just trying to catch up. I think Chris Urban is messaging. Let's see if this devil's messaging me. We've been snapping each other a lot lately. It's really funny. We're actually working on the merch store right now. So we have merch coming. It should be up on the next video. So it should be something that you guys are able to see. It is. It's damn. Yo, I can jump on that. Oh, fudge. Okay. Soon, soon. Just in a live stream. Is that cool? Yeah, I knew it. I knew he was messaging me because we were talking about doing a merch store. So setting that up. I keep getting confused because like I'm getting some snaps, but that I was okay. I'm back here, back focusing. So we got China Lee, HUHU Brad. I love your videos live from Germany. Awesome. I don't know. I don't want to go political, but I did see this thing that happened in Germany with the farmers, and I was like, man, that is awesome. That like take things back. Like you know what I mean. Don't mess with the people that make your food. When I saw that whole thing, and I'm like, people, if Canada wants to learn something about the craziness that's going on in this world with the inflation and all the bad, okay? Learn from Germany because it's been really, really wild there. And if we can get things to go back to the way they were, where things are affordable for everyone, you know what I mean? Then that's the big thing. Because we have to look at it this way, right, guys? Like our kids, we want to make sure that they can afford to get homes, they can afford to get apartments, they can afford to go college, get food, do all these things. It's very, very important. So seeing the stuff that happened in Germany, I was like, holy smokes, this is wild. All right. Oh yeah, here we go. Nancy Drew Case book. I enjoy your fantastic sense of humor in your videos. Thank you. Sometimes we don't have it. Like you'll honestly, if you watch a video where there's less humor and it's more serious, and you see like either me and Angelo or me and another guy, and there's like it's very like I'm not gonna say bland, but you can see that there's some sort of tense there. That's probably a day that I'm having like that I had anxiety or whatever, and or they had it too because that's the winter blues. It does end up happening to us, and we're kind of like, what the heck, like you know what I mean? Like get in the vibe because like you got to work today. Like keep upbeat with things, but we try our best for sure. HDD for life, DBP. This is a huge name. Woo! Do Curse Crew. Hey Chris Osgood. I haven't tried the Randonautica app yet, but from other YouTubers is just don't trespass on private property. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing too. You should I mean, you can look at it at Google Maps, but you can also Google it and see, like, okay, is this property owned? Because you don't want to end up on somebody's like farmland or wherever, especially in the States. So in the US, like I've heard, like, you know, people do have firearms and things like that. And if you're on your property, well, you know what I mean? You could be in big danger. So, yes, be very, very cautious and things like that. I try to make it so that it's like areas that it's allowed for the public, like, say, like, okay, there's these conservation areas, there's these parks and things. The only bad thing that's going on with conservation right now is that countries are making us pay when a lot of these conservation areas used to be free. Like there's certain amounts that like obviously are free to the public, and then the you know what I mean? And then there was some that you had to pay because they had like, oh, maybe they have this crazy waterfall that's so big or whatever, so they tried to make money off it. But I'm noticing like regular parks, they're charging you to park now, and they never did before. So yeah, it's just that's another thing too. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff is costing money now that used to never. So Jessica Payne, I'm supporting you all the way from Kentucky. That's awesome. I'm glad to see like people just from all over the world watching us. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. Much love to all of you guys. So I will be on the road tomorrow with Angelo. I wanted to come on here because I didn't get to work today. I had a lot of cancellations this week from people that I really needed their help just to get out because I don't like going by myself. I only go if I absolutely have to keep things going. So getting back out with Angelo again will be pretty sweet. I'm hoping that he's here for at least like the next couple weeks because that would help. That would help me big time. Have you ever thought of doing hunting videos? I don't have my hunting license and my dad actually gave it up. So it's like I just don't know. I it's one of those things where you'd have to get hunting buddies and get into that sort of thing. I know that when my dad, I was always his spotter. So here I am with the freaking binoculars and stuff like that. It was really really funny. But yeah, we kind of got away from all that stuff. I think I just sport shoot now. And I do talk about this because I'm into outdoor stuff. I love my favorite thing though going forward right now, like stuff that like even me and my dad can still do is like fishing and ATV. I love ATV. I love it. Like honestly, if I lived out in the country, I would own an ATV and I would travel trails and I would just explore. I would probably do that. I'd probably do rando videos with an ATV. I seriously would if it wasn't too far away. I actually do want to do some of that this summer. It all depends on things though, especially with my dad. But we'll see. Exploring with Aaron. All days explore. Take Aaron Steven going to Century Manor Asylum. That asylum is gutted. You don't even want to see that, Aaron. It is bare anyways. But yeah, I don't do too many big buildings like that. I do want to do some though. I know some people have asked. Obviously if we wear the protection and everything like that, we're cool. All right. Amber Curry, I was born in Kentucky too. Jessica Payne, super cool. Oh, I know. That's what I mean. You guys find out more and more about each other as well, which is really, really awesome. Alrighty, so going down the list here, Misery. Oh, here we go. Mystery Gaming. Did you just pop on now? I don't think I saw you for a little bit. Good evening. What's happening? HCD for life. DBP. I can't say the full name. I'm just gonna wing it. Okay. I'm gonna read your message though. Hey Brad, I'm not sure if Angelo knows this. Ask Angelo to make sure that the Dominican Republic is not on lockdown. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I'll talk to him. I'm sure he probably knows. He does a lot of research into stuff, especially before he either flies or drives. So he probably does know, buddy. He probably does know. I know with the other YouTubers, they kind of tell him too. Centra True. Jessica Payne, we can absolutely become friends. There you go, Amber. You've made a new friend. Curse Urban. Yo, Curse is messaging me right now. He's probably trying to get my attention. Okay. Because I know we've been talking about launching the Exploring with Brad merch. Sweet. Let's just see what he's saying. I'll be back on. Okay, okay. I'll let you know, Cursed. I'll let you know. I'm almost done. I almost done, Manolo. There you go. Yeah, we've been talking a lot. It's been cool. The store will look wicked. We got a few designs. We do have a few designs. And Dan is incredible. Like the stuff, the art that he's been coming up with is just super, super cool. And what's really neat too about this merch, so he uses like a lot of the same stuff Nike does. So it's on there. Like it looks really, really sharp to the designs. We had to actually flip flop because there was some that just couldn't go on a shirt, so we had to put them on sweaters. But I know I've been hearing from a lot of you like, oh, we want sweaters, we want sweaters. So I think that's going to be a big thing. I think there's going to be two shirts, two sweaters, and I think there's three designs. I'm pretty sure there's three. I'm wearing one underneath, but I don't want to spoil it. I kind of just wanted to share one with you guys, and then you guys can see the rest later. So yeah, that's always a thing. Alrighty. Exploring with Christy HDD for life. Hi to everyone who is coming in the live stream. Hello. I kind of want to do this thing too where I really wanted to do one with me and Angelo and we're talking to you guys. I'm not sure how we would do that. I'd have to figure it out online. But that's been a thing that I want to do is where it's like it's kind of like a podcast, but not really, and we're all talking. I might actually go back on the Brave podcast. I had a lot of fun with him and Moshi, yo. It was really, really cool talking to them. And I know so much has changed since then because back then I was still kind of wanting to do the ghost thing and then I quit. So now everything's changed because I literally don't do that anymore. I have new interests. Like I literally just like Randonautica, and I wanted to know more from you guys if you guys would like travel vlogs because I would like to do like documentaries and on old places and things like that because that's something in our country that I value a lot. I love our history. So if you guys like historic places and old things and stuff like that, let me know because I would like to document that and put that on the channel too if y'all are interested. Because I don't want to like put it on here. I'm like, Brad, what is this? This is a documentary, or this is like you want a vlog. I might make it. I might have to make a second channel just so that people are obviously they can focus on Rando and then they can see something else. But we will see. Yeah, he's coming. Pam, he's coming on here because he's bugging me because we're trying to get the store ready. So he's like, Brad, hurry up, finish the live stream so we can set up the store. You know what though? He's excited about it too because like we just saw like the Instagram post that we left with one of the designs blew up. Like you guys loved it. There was like literally 70 likes, and I don't have a lot of people on Instagram, but 70 is pretty big. Like that's probably the most likes we've got at any of the posts there. So I was just fired up about that. That's awesome. It's really cool to see the amount of support that we've had from day one, really. You know what I mean? And it's neat too because the past few videos we've had less and less of the haters, and they've kind of dispersed, and I'm liking that too. We really started blocking them because it was getting to the point it was like, you know what, you're just a cyber bully and you're just trying to get off on chaos and animosity, and it's like we just don't have any time for you. Another thing that we can do too, I didn't know about this until way later, but even Angelo's like, just block words when they try to say crap and call you fake or call you this, just block the word. So that's what we've been doing. Like, okay, we're just gonna keep blocking words that these dirtbags keep, throwing at us or calling us names or threatening us. We just block the words and then they can't use them anymore. And then it says sorry, this thing will come up, right? It'll say, sorry, you're going against community guidelines. This is a violation of policy. And then they give up. So if that's, that's been a thing going forward we were able to do. So that's really cool. Amber Curry, so glad you being my new friend, Jessica Bain. Yeah, you'll meet people on here, man. A lot of people. It's nice to see a lot of people with the interest of exploring. I've always grew up. I watched who did I watch growing up? Indiana Jones. I've always said that's been a big one. Tomb Raider. You guys know me in the X Files. That's kind of where the spooky kind of vibe kind of got to. Yeah, I know. We got a bunch of people are saying like, "Hello, Kirsten and Dan." He's just like, Brad, just message me soon because we got to come online and do the merge. We've got 7 minutes. Okay, people, we have 7 minutes to chill because I always like to do an hour with you, and I am a chatterbox. She always says that. My wife, she's like, you know what? You talk so freaking much, and it's like, yeah, I kind of do. But it is what it is. Like I missed 2 days of work, so I was like, well, I'll figure like come on here, hang out. This is still work, right? Amber saying, you already know I'll be buying that merch. I love it. I love it. All right, so we got. Oh wait, I missed this one. I cannot say your name, and I'm so sorry. This is really cool though. Lorraine Nex Bulltiff. I hope I said that right. Hi from London, England. Awesome. That is super super cool. I hope that I didn't miss any messages. I've gotten most of them down here. Okay, we got another one. Becoming a new me. Wow. So I've typed 2 messages, and you. Oh shoot! I'm so sorry. You read none of mine. I am so sorry. Becoming a new me. I just read this now. I didn't see it honestly. I have been looking through each one. Sometimes some stuff doesn't pop up on our end. So if it doesn't pop on my end, I just haven't seen it. But yeah, we what happens is when you guys do messages, the messages will shoot up. And I try to catch up where I last was. So I'm so sorry. Cursed urban trespassing only. That's the bad. Stop telling them to do bad stuff, Cursed. Come on, man. That's not cool. Positive Pikachu. Hey, Brad. How are you doing? And then, oh yeah, he's just going on more about that. I'm getting off very, very shortly. So here we go. We're going down the list. I am so sorry becoming a new me. I didn't know that I missed your message. I cannot find what else you wrote, buddy. I can. It's just not showing on my end. I don't know if it's the computers or the Wi-Fi. I don't know. I apologize. I do try to read every one. I really do. I'm so sorry when I miss you because I know some people get angry. And I know they get angry for a good reason. Like I do try to keep up with this because I know there's only this one or like I said, once or twice during the month I come on and then we do it. Chris Urban, I will only do Randonautica. See, he's a bad influence right here. He's just being the bad guys. Like, do this. Just do it. Amber Curry, yes, it is good to connect with other people. All right, going down the list. I am getting off very, very shortly, guys. But be sure to look forward to the next adventure with Angelo. I'm hoping it's a good one. I'm hoping the weather is good for us and all of that stuff. Exploring with Aaron. All days explore. Take Aaron soon, please, Brad. I get people all the time, and I'm like, it's dangerous. Like you don't want to because of all the stuff that we've come across. Grizz Osgood, thank you. This is great advice. Have you ever explored in my home state of Maine? No, I have never explored in the US. I do want to. It is in the plan. I gotta find out what states are safe for one, rules and things like that, because there's some weird stuff going on in the US. We've been trying to film there, and there are a lot saying like, oh, you're working illegally in the country. So that's been going on right now with the US. Some Canadians trying to go over, that's what's been happening. People are going to the border and they're being sent right back. So it's really a hit or miss. I'm mainly Canada though, guys. If I ever do, that's great. But mostly I'll probably be doing Canada. And maybe some provinces. I do like to film in Quebec. So that's one thing I do like to do time to time. HDD for life. I cannot say the name. It's so long. I'm just gonna read the message. Hey, Kirst Urban. You mean that when you use Randonautica, you always? Oh gosh. Okay. I'm not gonna get into that stuff, guys. You guys are talking bad boy stuff here now. All right. So I'm gonna wrap this up pretty soon. I'm just gonna try reading the last bit of these messages. If you guys have any questions for me, you can feel free to ask them. I had a couple questions on here, which was cool, so I was able to get to those. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go to Effie. Hi, Brad. How are you and the family? Sending love and strength. Curse Urban. I mean that I will only trespass for intents if it's in a public area. I will leave. Okay, there you go. And then Positive Pikachu. Hey, Brad. How are you doing? I'm doing great. It's been good. I'm getting back at work tomorrow. Hopefully, I get some more food in my belly because I'm getting hungry again. Exploring with Christy, HDD for life. I was born in Colorado and I still live in Colorado. Lorraine X, hi from London, England. And then going down. So, do you guys have any questions for me? So, we've got 1 minute. We have 1 minute for question period because I do need to get talking to Kirst because we want to get this store fired up with you. The biggest thing is if we get this store done and then get it up online, next video you guys can totally check it out. Alrighty, so going down here, I'm trying to find another one from Becoming a New Me because I know he felt kind of left out there. I just didn't see the messages aren't showing up on my end, so I'm so apologize for this. Like I feel bad, you know what I mean? Like this does happen sometimes. It must be the program. Gina Lee, Brad and Angelo, please stay safe. The world need you healthy. Both are brilliant. All your work going down. Yeah, it's funny. We've been having some similar subs come on here too. Kirst is saying because Kirst recognizes them too. Yeah, I know. Kirsten's like, hey man, just give him a break. He's trying to catch up on messages. It's tricky. And what happens with me is it shoots up so fast that I'll be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. It does get tricky. If people saw what it looks like on our end, it's a little finicky. So that's why I try to go through. But I'm be patient, you know what I mean? I try to come to one at a time. Jessica Stanton, hi, are you doing today? Can I get a shout out? Of course, you can get the shout out. Lots of shout outs. Travel blogs are good. Yes. Okay, that's cool because I do want to do some travel vlogs, put them up on the channel, see if you like them, and kind of go from there. I'm getting more of that too. A lot of people saying that they would love the travel vlogs. So, anyways, guys, I do have to get. Oh wait, Curse Durbin. I have a question. When is the new merch coming out? Soon, buddy. It's coming out soon. We're predicting it. You know what I mean? It's coming. It's near future. All right. So I'm gonna answer one question because I think we had one coming through. So we have Tina Ortiz. If you put the at in front of the name, it highlights. Yes. So if you want to talk to a specific person, you can do that. So I do have to get going, guys, because me and Kirst have work to do. Thank you so much for those donations. That's crazy, guys. You didn't have to give me all that money. That is wild. But like I said, that does help the channel a lot. We do use it for good purposes, so that is great. I do have to get going now. I love all of you. Really sorry to the one guy, the one fellow there. I think it's a new you or something. I have gone all the way up. I can't find his messages that he says that weren't answered. I tried to talk to him, so yeah. Sorry. Next time I will get to you. Please don't be mad. Please don't unsubscribe. We've got things going. Everything's cool. Everything's gonna be okay. I love you guys. I'm gonna get going. Bye, Jen. Me and Chris have some work to do, so we're gonna get going. So peace and love.